Oh, bad attitude. Welcome in, everyone. New week. Hopefully, some fun here today. We're participating, as the title says, in a Sim Air Force event. We're going to be well, we're going to continue. Last week we came into Albuquerque in the KC-46. Today, well, we kind of miniaturized, and we're going to fly out and do our best to fly this T44, which is really a King Air C90. It's the default, comes with X-Plane 11 and 12. And it's a really fun plane to fly. And today, it's Air Force, but we're in Navy colors. They don't have an Air Force version of this for some weird reason, and I've responded on these kind of aircraft, and I don't know why. They existed, and I guess they don't anymore, or maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, bad attitude's asking, guess what I'm doing? Gonna say flying. Just a shot in the dark there. But we'll see here in a second. But anyway, welcome aboard. Again, we're leaving Albuquerque, headed to Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas. Those of you on our Discord channel know we're going to be west of that big snowmaker down in Texas in the south. Hang on a second. Something weird just came up. Huh. Bad Attitude says he is ETOPS Zebo, learning how to set up the FMC to do that. Ooh, we would love to see a video on that, sir. That would be something I think the entire flight sim community would like to learn, Mr. Dispatch. Very cool. All right, so let's get to work here. And for that, let's, from this vantage point, hang on a second.
She said yes, please.
Oh. We have some interesting dynamics going on in the background here. My daughter's, well, first off, it's brutally cold, which we all know from the news reached the southeast and southern Texas, everywhere. The map, if any of you follow Facebook, a couple days or weeks ago, kind of showed. Here, I'll give a little flavor of it here. I'm going to come out. All right, so you can see the big snowmaker right here. Those of you in Houston, it's 33 degrees where Bad Attitude is. Yeah, well, hey, I'm on my way, dude. It's 5 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's cold. That cold, just to give you a clue, basically west or east, I'm sorry, of the Sierra Nevadas. I don't know how far up north it still is, but basically east of the Sierra Nevadas, all the way to the coast, so all the way up into Maine. And where you see this rain, these two lines here in Florida, that's the delineation of freezing, 32 degrees. This cold air plunged all the way to the Gulf Coast. Not very often does it do that. At the same time, spawned a storm that will probably become and be called a nor'easter. The hurricane hunters, well, now they're called hurricane snow hunters, are actually flying in it. So, some very interesting weather things, kind of reminiscent. Back in the mid 90s, I took a load um, to somewhere in Texas. I forget where. It was close to Houston, though. And unloaded. Now, the whole way into this delivery point, they were talking about this snowstorm out in San Antonio. Dumped 6 inches of snow on the ground there. Headed for Houston. Houston, we have a problem. It hit Houston. I got unloaded, was on the way. I forget which truck stop I headed to. Doesn't really matter. As I was approaching the truck stop, the rain in Houston switched to snow. Pulled into the truck stop, thankfully found a parking spot, backed in, and as I was backing in, the traffic people were saying, and mind you, we're talking 15 minutes most here, 700 accidents happened in Houston. They have no clue, first off, what snow looks like. Secondly, how to drive on it. Well, heck, they can't drive on dry roads, let alone put something on it like snow and ice. Oh, and it ended up being, I think, when I pulled out of the truck stop, I was on the tail end of it, and they had like a quarter of an inch, no more than an inch, and it literally shut that city down. And they already said this one's much worse than that. So I can't even imagine what they're going through in places like Houston, New Orleans, and right on up to Hotlanta and Charlotte. Some of these places just don't know how to deal with it. So it is incredible, this storm. Um, so, prayers, of course, are with you folks down there that have probably never seen this stuff. Or you came from places you never wanted to see it again, thinking you never would. Sucker. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was not nice. But anyway, 630 nautical miles, Bad Attitude tells us that he will reach the equal time point. He's got a ways to go. Basically, what that message says is, yeah, he's got the rest of the day to go. So, great to hear you out and going and flying there, sir. Keep us up to date. So, anyway, let's get into this flight. Unfortunately, one of the players has already departed. Actually, maybe a couple. Oh, no. I lost track of him. Anyway, as you can see our route, it's kind of weird when we get here. So we'll kind of see if, one, we have ATC, and two, if we don't, how we can manipulate that. All right, and sorry for the sniffles. All right, oh, wrong button. Let's go up here. We're going to carry a whole whopping 5 people. Folks, it's a King Air. You're not going to carry 400 people. No cargo. And our route is, as you see, Mendino 3 to CME to J15. And then we come in on the Weebach 4. We're going to actually try for 25,000 feet. And cruise at 1,700, maybe on the RPM, maybe a little higher. We'll see. We'll see how, when you zoom in, that storm really gets kind of ugly looking. Anyway, the weather here in Albuquerque, winds are out of the north, 10, clear skies. We can kind of see that. And at Chile, -6 degrees Celsius, 21 degrees. They still are thankfully warmer than it is here in St. Louis. Again, 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Over in Del Rio, Texas, where Laughlin is, we got a north wind at 10 miles visibility and clear. They are at 37 degrees, thankfully, and looks like a pretty good flight in there. So, all right, so let's do it, shall we? I'm already online. The storm is pulling away. I have noticed one thing with weather. The words storm of the century, you don't hear anymore. Now it's storm of a lifetime. I think they got tired of saying it every year. Pretty hard to have a storm of the century 365 days later. The same ferocity. But this one I will give. If the totals come out as they say, oh, we might have ATC, folks. If the totals come, it will be a pretty impressive storm. Let's just, nothing saying, but it's a pretty impressive storm. I hate when people try to claim it's the worst storm ever. Not really. Not really. So, but anyway, you can see it pulling away. And as for that, let's get into the cockpit and let's get this thing fired up. Okay, I have already taken the liberty to do some things, come in here, done the weight and balance, our 1,000 pounds. I've added a little bit of fuel. Who knows what I'll do down there in Texas. And that's all you got to do here. This, again, is a aircraft that comes with X-Plane 12. You don't download it. I don't even think I downloaded the colors. So, thank you, sir. Was getting there. So everything should be in X-Plane 12 to include this paint job. To basically start this plane up, it's really not hard, but I'm going to go through the checklist mainly because I don't fly this plane enough. All right, so the cabin door is still open for now. Weight and balance completed, emergency exits locked, control locks removed. Well, heck, we even threw out the steering wheel. What the heck? Who needs a steering wheel, for crying out loud? But we kept the $30,000 coffee maker. We do need coffee. Okay, the air conditioner is in off. Everything, all switches are off currently, and we're ready to go. Prop levers. There is big debate out there. Some say keep them feathered. Some say, well, some say they might. There they go. Oh, come on. There we go. One thing, there we go. Some say push them full forward. Some say feathered because the parking brake may not hold. I don't know. I'm not a real world King Air pilot. I was only a real world Cessna and Piper pilot, single engine, piston engine, and the parking brakes held. So I don't know, but I've got the prop levers. They're the middle full. To the right, that's your fuel levers. They're in the cutoff. Throttle is off, not in beta. That I did that once. And now we're going to get set for start here. All right, so boost pumps on. On. There's two of them. There's two engines. Battery switch. Right there. Inverter on. Fuel pressure, we're checking for the low light. try this way and zoom in. I can't read them. Got low oil pressure, cabin door. There's, nope, low oil. Okay, we're not showing that yet. Valves are open, pressure checks in green, and transfer pumps on. Fire detection, very simple. Okay, so they're aboard. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Had to sneeze. All right, so we're all buttoned up, ready to go. All right, so I do a little bit. We're going to start the right side up first. Now, the cool thing about X-Plane that I like, I don't know about any other sim, but I do know FSX and sims behind it, 2004 and so forth, did not. They would, you'd hear the jet engine whine, but you would not see the props move till they were fully spooled up. So, here we go. All right, engines spooled up perfectly. Got the generator on. Okay, now let's go. Basically, why you push that to high idle, your cross bleed to get the other engine started. Not necessarily needed, however, it does help. All right. Just love how those blades spool up. There we go. All right, we're on the inverter. Let's bring the avionics in, and I'm going to go ahead and pull back. Okay, and we're good to go. Avionics is on. Now, now you're going, why is the middle gauges out? You gotta come down here. 2 switches. All right, now, like I said, I took some liberties. I already have our flight plan loaded. However, with Albuquerque up now, let's get our squawk code that came in. 41. $41.13. Okay, we're on. We're green. We need 21.5. Now I got to remember how to do that here. There we go. And I want to make sure we're turned up. I think we are. I don't think. Okay, I think we're turned up. Finally, let me get over here, turn on our DME. KABQ 11 miles. Okay. Lastly, our departure out of here. Oh, yeah. Well, that changed. $32,800. What I had in there was common traffic. Okay, we're set. All right. Now, for the departure. Holy Ghost Triple. Is that 555? Welcome aboard. I popped over to your channel every now and then, and I really haven't seen when you're online what's going on. So glad to have you aboard. Thank you. Thank you for the follow way back when, and thanks for joining us. Speaking of which, thank you, sir or ma'am. I'm going to come online. Thank you for the shout out. We appreciate it. Given to Holy Ghost 555. I'm going to take a look real quick before I start talking here to our good friends here in Albuquerque. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? I had this last time, and I forget what I did. I forget the fix here. Oh, well. All right, so we're ready to go. Albuquerque's in. Albuquerque Center, reach 18. At Albuquerque, request clearance to Laughlin.
Reach 18. Albuquerque Center, clearance request number 1.
All right, while we're waiting on him, of course, as soon as I get ready to do this, he'll be ready himself. All right. Game plan is runway 3. Now we'll see what he does. But basically we're going to fly a heading of 034. Now, one thing I really do not like about this, what was it again? 034. Two things I'm not a real fan of. Down here makes it tough. All right, so departure, destination, route, okay, looks good. Altitude, squawk 4113, got it. Ah, lost it. Cleared, Menzo 3, climb, 10 minutes, departure frequency, what? Did departure come up and I don't see him? Okay, so according to this, departing 3, 8 and 26 are closed, real world, and okay, echo. And center reach 18 with a question.
Reach 18, go ahead.
In the PDC you sent, you have a departure frequency. Is there one available? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, so we can't change the departure frequency in the PDC just because of how it's set up right now. So you have to, I put it in there, but you can just keep talking about this frequency and it's all good.
Copy that. It just kind of threw me for a loop there for a second. We're ready to taxi with real world echo. There was no ATIS on yours.
Reach 18, runway tree, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 8 at Charlie, hold short runway 12.
Okay, we're cleared to runway 3, Alpha Charlie, hold short 12, 12, reach 18. Now I got to figure that out.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 770,
Alpha Charlie, got it.
Delta 770, Albuquerque Center, radar contact. Delta 770, climb maintain file with tree 70. Tree 70, Delta 770. Last calling static caller. Albuquerque Center, FedEx 617 North, you had 10,000. FedEx 617, Albuquerque Center, how can I help you, sir? We just realized that we took off and you were online, trying to make sure that you knew we were in your area. We apologize. FedEx 617, are you VFR? Negative. We're flying IFR to Los Angeles. FedEx 617, unfortunately I don't have a flight plan file for you. If you want to send one in, that'd be great. If not, I can give you a route.
1 second, we probably just need to file it. Give us 1 second. Should be showing now, FedEx 617.
FedEx 617, I don't... FedEx 617 under contact 19 miles to the east of the Drake VOR. Proceed direct Wolverine, climb maintain follow 320.
Proceed direct Wolverine and climb maintain follow 230, FedEx 617.
Southwest 4791, flight level 250 on the Hydra 1.
Southwest 4791 Albuquerque Center, good afternoon.
Center, Alaska T35, I'd like to step away for about 5 minutes. That's all right?
Alaska 235, Fruitose cluster, report back.
Will do. Alaska 235.
Eastern Express 4702, leave my airspace. Unfortunately, Kansas City Center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Change your advisor frequency approved.
No advisory, Eastern Express 4702.
All right, we're just getting a couple things squared away here. All right, sorry folks, got a little distracted as the first officer has entered the house. And by the way, the first officer is a 9-month-old granddaughter. And she has entered the cockpit. Hi! Hello, miss. Did you just wake up? Aw, what's wrong, little one? Alright, so we're headed down to Charlie with a hold short of 12. By the way, this is Kirtland Air Force Base, those interested. Co-located with Albuquerque International Sunport. Can't guarantee it's always a sunny day here. That would be more of a guarantee over in Southern California, where it never rains, according to the song. Boy, we had a long taxi. Glad I put the extra fuel on. That's my doing. I could have parked anywhere on this airport, folks. All right, here comes Okay, so there's Delta. Alpha 4 is ahead of us, and then Charlie. Well, I hope everyone's had a great weekend.
Southwest 4791, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054. Phoenix landing east.
Descend via the Hyder 1 and we have information, Mike on board, Southwest 4791.
FedEx 617, squawk 1607.
1607, FedEx 617.
Southwest 4347, leave my airspace. Unfortunately, Fort Worth Center is offline. Radar services are terminated. Change to advisory frequency approved. Go in. No advisory, Southwest 4337.
All right, here comes our hold short point.
Albuquerque Center, gazing southwest 1146, 50 miles to the east of the Fort Stockton VOR file 380.
Southwest 1146, Albuquerque Center. Radar contact, your channel report. Hello.
Albuquerque Center, reach 18, holding short, runway 12 on Charlie.
Reach 18, cross runway 12 at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie Foxtrot.
Continue taxi crossing 12 via Charlie Foxtrot, reach 18.
Southwest 1146, direct Texas.
South 146, repeat.
Southwest 1146, direct Texas.
Direct Texas 1146.
Southwest 1146. Descend via the Bear 3 arrival. El Paso altimeter 3057. Expect visual approach, right 26 left.
Descend by Bear 3, expect over runway 26 left, Southwest 1146.
DK Ash Videos, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for following us. We really appreciate it.
Southwest 2198, descend via the Ping 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054, Phoenix landing east.
Roger, descend via the Ping 1 arrival, Southwest 2198.
Ah, little bummed. So I'm pretty sure I didn't start the sim as an administrator, but it's saying I did.
Center Alaska 235 is back.
Roger.
So we can't go on acres.
Center Delta 4543 in Tucson, looking for clearance to Phoenix.
Delta 4543 Albuquerque Center, clearance request number 1. Delta 4543 of clearance advisor to copy.
Ready to copy for Delta 4543.
Delta 4543 cleared to the Phoenix Airport by the Borough 5 departure. Hot transition, then is filed. Maintain 1717,000. Expect level 220. 1 0 minutes after departure. Squawk 4235.
Okay, clear to Phoenix via the Borough 5 departure. The hot transition. 17,000, expecting 220, 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 4325. If we can get expected runway, that'd be great.
Delta 4543, expect runway 12, read back correct.
1-2, thank you for Delta 4543.
Southwest 4791, expect visual approach, runway 7 right.
Expect visual 7 right, Southwest 4791.
Center reach 18 will be ready to go at the end.
Reach 18, winds variable at tree, runway tree, clear for takeoff.
One-way tree, cleared for takeoff, reach 18.
Albuquerque Center, level 852, Tango Bravo, ready to taxi with information, Echo.
Number 852, Tango Bravo, Albuquerque Center, runway tree, taxi by Foxtrot.
Runway 3 via Foxtrot, flight November 852, Tango Bravo.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Gonna try this one more time. Almost positive I didn't start this as an administrator, and yet it's saying I did. Oh well, here we go. Make sure on my flight track.
FedEx 617, contact Los Angeles Center, 126.52.
126.52, FedEx 617.
Okay, 80 knots.
FedEx 617, contact Los Angeles Center, 126.52. Southwest 4791, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
2865, thanks for the ATC, Southwest 4791. Phoenix approach Southwest 4791. We have the field in sight, about Southwest 4791. Southwest 4791, Phoenix approach, good afternoon. Cleared visual.
Reach 18, ready to contact altitude.
Reach 18, passing 8,000.
Reach 18, climb maintain level 250.
Continue to flight level 250, reach 18.
November 2 Tango Bravo, fly heading tree 50, winds variable at tree, runway tree, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff and phase the heading of again for November 852, Tango Bravo.
November 2 Tango Bravo, heading tree 50.
350, respect.
All right, through 10,000. Gonna go ahead, set us.
Albuquerque, good evening, American 643, descending to 250.
American 643, Albuquerque Center. Good afternoon.
Okay, flaps are up. Beautiful. On we go.
November 2 Tango Bravo, we're at contact south.
South Korean 6000, climbing just south, number 85, Tango Bravo.
November 2 Tango Bravo, climbing tank level 280.
280 for Tango Bravo.
November 2 Tango Bravo, please direct Albuquerque.
Direct Albuquerque to Tango Bravo.
Delta 755, leave my airspace. Unfortunately, Fort Worth offline. Radar services are terminated. Change to advisor frequency approved.
Morning, Ecom. Good day, Delta 755.
All right, we are now working our way out to Charlie Mike Echo on the VOR, and nice run here. All right, now a couple things we can do here.
American 643, descend via the hydro on arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054. Phoenix landing east.
Descend via the Hydro 1 arrival and landing east, American 643.
Good afternoon, Albuquerque Center. Eastern 490 is at El Paso, gate Alpha 5. I have information, Papa, requesting clearance to Winston-Salem.
Eastern 490, Albuquerque Center, clearance request number 1.
Okay, and we are now watching. Okay, so we're at 14.
Albuquerque, American 643, one question. Are we taking runway 8 and a visual approach?
American 643, that's going to be a question for the X controller.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll have to see if there's a way to do a manual. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here?
20370 Southwest 1099. Digital aircraft, center's back, sorry about that. X 1219 delivering airspace. Unfortunately, Fort Worth's offline. Radar services are terminated. Change to advisor frequency approved.
122.1, you have a going hit. And Albuquerque Center, Eastern 490 is ready for pushback and start at Alpha 5.
Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 180 is through 13,600 for 17,000.
American 180, Albuquerque Center, climb maintain 17,000. I'll have an altimeter for you here shortly.
Climb maintain 17,000, and we'll be waiting for that altimeter for American 180.
Eastern 490, push start is at your discretion. Expect runway 22.
And at Eastern 490, pushback at discretion and expect runway 22. Thanks, sir.
American 180, Tucson altimeter tree 049er.
Copy, American 180.
Albuquerque Center, good afternoon, South 12,000 for flyable 370.
Southwest 1099, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 180, proceed direct Dingo.
Direct Dingo for American 180.
American 180, state approach request at Tucson.
Yeah, we're going to be looking for the Dingo 6 arrival on. We'd like to do the RNAV Yankee for runway 12 for American 180.
American 180, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 12 approach from Dingo.
We'll expect the RNAV Yankee 12 approach from Dingo for American 180.
American 163, contact Kings approach 128.65. American 643, contact Kings approach 128.65.
Phoenix approach 128, Boeing 6578 at 643.
Okay, folks, sorry I've been a little quiet here. Trolling, if you will, a couple of Discord channels. Sim Air Force, for one, with the event. One of our pilots, Sim AF6, on the deck already there. Hopefully I'll be able to file this, or I get to fly it again. Yeah, sometimes, you know, when bad things happens, it's really not a bad thing. So we'll see when we get there. But currently coming up to CME here shortly. We got about well, let's see. How far do we have to go? How far do we go?
American 180. 20 miles
About
from
2
Dingo,
hours.
cross
So
Dingo, at about
enjoy the ride. I hope you
8,000,
enjoy.
Cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 12 approach.
Dingo at or above 8,000, and we're cleared for the RNAV Yankee for 12 approach for American 180.
Albuquerque Center, American 44150
American 441, Albuquerque Center, hello. American 441, ident.
All right, so we got us a little bit of a
American
ride.
441, radar contact, 3-4 miles to the north of the Gallup VOR. American 441, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054, Phoenix landing east.
3054 landing, East Eagle 6 arrival, American 441.
All right, we're just about there to 25,000. So, earlier I was trying to ask, how has your weekend been? I hope it was great. Hope you got a chance to watch a little bit of yesterday before the crash of the desktop.
Albuquerque Center, Eastern 490, ready for taxi to runway 22.
We were able to refly it and get it in for Piedmont.
Eastern 490, runway 22, taxi via Julia.
And Eastern 490, taxi via Juliet to runway 22.
And I hope for those in the South Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia area, stay safe. If you do not feel comfortable driving on what you're going to be driving on, don't. Your states pretty much have the motto, especially Texas.
Center Delta 4543 and 2 for taxi.
God laid it on the earth, God will take it back. So be
Delta
careful
45,
and
43.
don't think you can just do what you want on it.
Stand by. Delta 45, 43, runway 12, taxi via Alpha 8, Alpha.
Taxiing to 12 via Alpha 8 Alpha, Delta 4543.
All right, just doing some checks, getting some anti-ice on the windshield, and cruising on. Again, when we get to Del Rio, we're west of all of that, so we will not be in the snow. Those of you wanting to, while in the real world, most of those airports, Houston, San Antonio, I don't know now, San Antonio may be close to opening, but Houston, New Orleans, all of those airports down in there, I'm not sure if even Dallas, they got walloped.
45, 43, winds variable at tree, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 12, Delta 4543.
Albuquerque, good afternoon, American 2646, 12 and a half, climb by level 210.
American 2646, Albuquerque Center, climb maintain flight level 390.
Climb maintain flight level 390, American 2646.
Albuquerque Center, Frontier 379 at flight level 290.
Frontier flight 379, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 180, one departure prior to your arrival, runway 12, clear to land, winds variable at tree.
Clear to land, runway 12, clear to 180.
Southwest 2198, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
All right, we are
Southwest 2198, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
128.65 for Southwest 2198.
Delta 45, 33, radar contact, altitude.
Climbing through 4,000.
Delta 45, 43, climb maintain level 220, reset transponders, block 42, tree 5.
Now we're climbing to 22,000 and 4325, is that correct for Delta 4543?
Affirmative.
Albuquerque Center citation 386. Bravo Charlie is ready for taxi.
November 386 Bravo Charlie, Albuquerque Center, runway 12, correction, runway 22, taxi via Juliet.
Runway 22, taxi via Juliet. 6 Bravo Charlie.
Eastern 490, winds calm, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Eastern 490, clear for takeoff, runway 22.
All right, just kind of looking around.
1146. I know it's kind of late, but could we get a approach request into El Paso?
Southwest 1146, go ahead.
Can we get the RNAV Zulu runway 26 left from Bear for Southwest 1146?
Southwest 1146. Stay. Southwest 1146, just proceed direct Bear.
Direct Bear 1146.
Southwest 1146, proceed direct Bear. 5 miles from Bear, cross Bear at or above 8,000. Cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 left approach.
Direct Bear and Bear maintain 8,000 or above and cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 left, Southwest 1146.
Frontier Flight 379, descend via the Ping 1 arrival. Correction, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054, Phoenix landing east.
Oh.
Frontier Flight 379, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054, Phoenix landing east.
All right, folks. We're just going to continue on. We got a ways to go still. About an hour and 20 minutes or so till we're there. About to make a turn. I think we're over CME. Sorry for the late start today and the no start yesterday. A lot of appointments this week we have. So, my appointment today actually ended early. Yesterday was just
arrival.
A lot going on, and I tried putting something together, but the airplane just didn't want to behave, so I thought, you know what, that's probably a sign that says, just take it easy. We were able to get going earlier today. Hang on, I'm going to turn him down.
Eastern 490, climb maintain level 350.
350 for Eastern 490. Albuquerque, Southwest 491 and Albuquerque.
So, I'm just curious how your week has been going. It is Tuesday.
That's affirmative. Southwest 491.
Southwest 491, clearance request number 1.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 5309.
So, I really do hope y'all have had a great week. It has been, like I said, a little bit of whirlwind, and it also starts off next week a little like that. So, but hey, could be worse. So, and that's how I look at everything. We've had a rough go of it over the last year. New Year's here, and we hope for better things, as all of us. We always hope for better things in the new year. So,
Frontier Flight 379 Albuquerque.
Right now, I know a lot of people here in the upper Midwest. I don't know how far the single-digit highs are going down, but yeah, we're at a, You know, we can now go out in our Bermuda shorts and enjoy ourselves. It's 6 degrees. Woo, doggy. Just kidding. Yeah, it's cold.
619 Albuquerque Center.
The good thing is, if I saw things right, we get through today. Tomorrow is a 20-degree jump and a few more from then on. So we're kind of turning the door. Hopefully there isn't another Arctic front coming down here shortly. Let us get up, get warmed. Let that January thaw take hold.
Alaska 235.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Fort Worth is offline. Radar services are terminated.
Because I know those of you down in Texas, Louisiana, working your way up the East Coast, when this Int'l, what the heck did they call this thing? Anyway, gets there.
6 Bravo Charlie, traffic is on a 5-mile-per-hour.
Oh, I'm
course.
going to be
The
going,
intersection
please,
runway
the
run
January
22
thaw, anytime now. So,
Clear for takeoff, and I'll look at the traffic. Southwest 1146, traffic departing the intersecting runway prior to arrival. Winds calm, runway.
just
26 left
checking
for delay.
switches, looks good. Okay.
And American 180 taxi to the gates, your discretion.
We at least got a ground speed close to 300 knots. We're at 278, so
I'm pretty sure Alpha gets you there.
so at least we've got a pretty good
Delta
cruise speed.
4543. Squawk 425. Correction, 4235. 4235 Delta 4543.
I normally don't like turning down VATSIM
Southwest
because
5309 Albuquerque.
I miss calls, and that's not fair to this guy. He is really starting to get swamped, and I don't want to be a cause for a headache.
Southwest 5309, it should be
We as
the
pilots
Laughlin
don't
departure,
like
which
it,
if you see on
controllers
the
don't like the
chart, it's gonna be a
reciprocal.
hybrid SID, so you're going to get up heading off the runway, and then I'm going to give you vectors to Albuquerque, and then you're going to fly the departure from there.
Oh, got you, understood. Southwest 5309, I think.
But welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for your time with us, and hope you enjoy this. About another hour and 15 or so minutes to go. I'm going to kind of sit back, just let X-Pilot and the plane do the talking. So enjoy the flight. We'll be back. We got a ways to top a descent, so enjoy.
Frontier Flight 379, contact Banks approach 128.65.
Alright, over to approach for Frontier 379. Albuquerque, Southwest 491, requesting engine start push at Albuquerque.
Southwest 491, push and start in Alpha approved.
Approved, Southwest 491.
And Southwest 1146, clear runway 261.
Southwest 1146, Correction, taxi to parking via Lima.
Taxi parking via Lima for Southwest 1146.
Delta 45, 43, sent by the Ping 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3054, Phoenix landing east.
Send via the Ping 1 arrival. Expect to land east, Delta 4543.
Well, hello, Kaharia. Long time no see over here. Thank you so much for coming aboard.
Delta 45, 43, contact next approach 128.65.
28.65, Delta 4543.
Well, we are doing fine except for the extreme temps here. We're currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Hope everything's well with you. Yeah, just a tad chilly out here. At least we're not getting the 8 inches of snow that's, I guess, going through Houston and New Orleans and all. We had that a couple weeks ago.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 491, ready taxi with Echo.
Southwest 491, tower should be coming online here momentarily. Let me know when he gets on.
Okay, I see it now. I'll go to tower, Southwest 491.
Yep, Southwest 491, contact Albuquerque Tower 120.3.
1203, Southwest 491.
Southwest 5309 for taxi, contact Tower 120.3.
2003 for 5009, we'll see you.
Albuquerque Center, November 9 Alpha Charlie 250, Hydra 1 arrival for Phoenix.
November 9 Alpha Charlie, Albuquerque Center, good afternoon. American 2646, contact Mazatlan Center 128.0.
Oh, that 24 degrees would be really nice right now here. I think that would be time for us to go out and sunbathe. The way it's been. Oh, yeah. It's brutal right now in the U.S., but, you know, but tomorrow we're going to be right at or slightly above the freezing point, so 32 degrees, so that'll be nice. Very nice. I'm just glad we're not seeing all that snow down south. You'll take some? Okay. God, could we start sending a lot of snow Kaharia's way? Since they measure in meters, you know, 1 to 4 meters. I mean, centimeters. Oh.
And center, we're back. And who was that? Stop 1099. Roger.
You can have a meter's worth of snow.
Control aircraft El Paso 80 Station Quebec now. Current winds calm. Altimeter 3052.
Nope, that's not for me.
Southwest 1099. Vectors approach range 22. Can we put the RNAV Zulu from Wicker on request? And Southwest 1099, I'm assuming you're requesting the RNAV Zulu runway 22 from Wicker? Yeah, RNAV Zulu runway 22 from Wicker. You can expect it. Thanks.
Ooh. Boy. You Europeans. Ooh. Meter of snow. Ouch. That's over 3 feet.
American 619 contact. Los Angeles Center.
That's on par with what our Great Lakes give to people. Ooh.
12652, American 619, thanks, see ya.
See you.
Even though where I live, we can move the snow away. Ooh, 3 feet would be a... Boy, that'd bring us crippling to a halt. Ah, okay. No problem. Wow. A meter's worth of snow. Ooh.
Southwest 1099 at Wicker, cleared RNAV Zulu runway 22 approach. Wicker cleared RNAV Zulu runway 22 approach, Southwest 1099. Southwest 1099, winds calm, runway 22, cleared line. 22 clear line, South 1099.
Well, I know that's good to hear that they're good and they keep up and get rid of the snow for y'all. Out here, it's kind of hit or miss. And while they didn't do too bad with 8 inches of snow,
Contact, Phoenix approach 128.65.
our side of the river, the other side of the river, they did a good job on the main arteries. Everywhere else, not so much.
Albuquerque Center, November 9 Alpha Charlie, we're approaching our top of descent. Can we get clearance for the Hydra 1 to Phoenix?
November 9 Alpha Charlie, descend by the Hydra 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter 3050, Phoenix landing east.
3050, descend via the Hydra 1 arrival, 9 Alpha Charlie.
All right, I just sent out gifted about 5 subs out to the community. Hope you all enjoy.
United 2753 Albuquerque Center. Good afternoon.
Albuquerque Center, Southwest 491 is with you, passing 7400, heading 310.
Southwest 491, Albuquerque Center, welcome back. Stay altitude.
Yeah, passing 7900 and heading 310.
Southwest 491, climate tank level 360.
Up to 360, Southwest 491.
Southwest 491, proceed direct to Albuquerque, VOR.
Direct to Albuquerque, Southwest 491.
Albuquerque Center, American 375 with you up 10300.
American 375, Albuquerque Center, right down.
Yeah, welcome in, mission failed. Sorry, just felt like it was a good time to send out some subs to people and hope they enjoy it. And hope you are having a wonderful day, and hopefully not down in the south central, southeast states where they're getting snowed
And
on.
are you IF or VFR day?
VFR.
American 375, for your VFR, you should be below 18,000 feet then.
No, sorry, IFR. Sorry about that. I got IFR.
Eastern 490, unfortunately, Fort Worth Center's closed. Radar services are terminated. Change to advisor frequency approved.
Oh, no snow in Sweden? What?
Thanks for flying. American 375, unfortunately, I do not have a flight plan and file for you. If you want me to give you a route, I can. Or if you want to file one, that would be amazing.
I can go ahead and refile. Sorry about that.
Roger.
Wow.
November 9, Alpha Charlie, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Over to approach 128.65. Thanks for the help. 9er Alpha Charlie.
American 375, flight plan is filed.
Roger. American 375 under contact, climb maintain level 300.
I'm already at 300, American 375.
American 375, check your altimeter, make sure you're on the standard setting.
My bad.
Most welcome, Pag bro.
375,
Bro.
I'm now on standard.
Most welcome. Oh, Lord have mercy, I am too. I am way off standard.
Albuquerque City, United 2753, clears to descend.
United 2753, descend via the Hydro 1 arrival. Phoenix altimeter.
Surprised he didn't call me out. Sorry about that. I just realized I was too.
Reach 18, leave my airspace, unfortunately Fort Worth offline. Radar sources are terminated, change to advisory frequency approved.
Yeah, Reach 18 copies over to Unicom. Thanks for the great ATC. Have a good one.
Thanks for flying.
All right, we're on Unicom, so hopefully things will be a touch quieter. That's the only bad thing when you fly this turboprop. It's like a long flight. Oh, but yeah. Let me go back here to what mission failed ask. Do I think Trump's gonna buy Greenland? Why? I'm not even going to, I mean, I don't really talk about much in the politics world. And we'll, you know, I doubt it. But again, I'm not following politics. I haven't for quite a long time. It's upset a couple people that used to want to spar with me on politics, and it's just not worth it anymore. Especially after events in the past, near past here, that it just doesn't, I don't bring it here. So all right. Well, where are we hiding now? How about an hour out of Laughlin Air Force Base, Del Rio, Texas? All right, just for those joining us, this is Flying with Mike. I have been in the flight sim world quite a while. Back in the early to mid 80s, earned a private pilot's license. Put about 300 or so hours on it. And then kind of sort of just walked away because life as a very right at the where you go from 20 or right at my 20, I just life just kind of spiraled out of control on me, and lost direction, the whole nine thing. And yes, mission failed. I do have a private pilot's license. Currently, though, I am not current with it. But I just lost a lot of it, everything. Just like many 20-year-olds, you just lose direction. Joined the military, active duty, and hoping to find that a little bit of direction was found. And anyway, come to about the mid to late 90s, I rejoined flying, however, in the flight sim world. Started off in either Flight Sim 98 or 2000, and from there on progressed through the Microsoft products to FSX. And then 13 years later, like all of us, the next one would come out, and streaming was really taking off. And I watched it and said, no. And good friend of mine, Hawker, who had been hounding me for a while, pushed me over the limit to finally try X-Plane 11, and I found it to be awful doggone good, and sticking with X-Plane from then on. So started streaming at the same time, and this is an interesting animal, streaming, and I'm still trying to get a hold of it, but it is enjoyable to come on, talk with y'all, enjoy every moment, and hope some of the little lessons I've learned both in flying 40 years ago and in life, I hope to bring here. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for taking your time out to give us a try. We sure appreciate you. We're still waiting for X-Plane real life flight stream. Yeah, it can be. This is my outlet. When I was learning to fly, my goal was to be an Air Force pilot, take those hours to the airline, and be an airline pilot. My goal was a 747. But closest I got to that was an 18-wheeler semi-truck. And if you count the wheels on a 747, hey, there are 18 wheels on it. So I really enjoy it. I try my best. When I was in flying in college, I was going through instrument commercial ground school. And I was, once I left college and got back, that's a story in itself. We did some instrument training, and that's part of what led to my troubles. So, but yeah, that was my goal, to actually be an airline pilot, like many back in those days, especially if you were military brat, and especially with flying side of the house like the Air Force. The others are more other, but they do have flying, don't get me wrong, but they're more geared elsewhere. The Air Force, that's pretty much geared flying. That's why it's kind of called Air Force. So, but yeah, life just throws those curveballs all the time. Matt, 1997, welcome aboard. That is awesome. Yeah. And keep at it. If that is what you want, and I wish my words of encouragement would have been there way back when, I would have hoped to have at least got my instrument commercial. But, and maybe working for the airlines. But you know, while all of those curves were coming in, God was opening a door that it's unbelievable where life turned, and I won't trade it, folks. You know, as much as I would have loved to have been an airline pilot, I won't trade the life God set me down on the path that I'm on. And I'm not looking back. I think it's just phenomenal. So would I still love? Oh, awesome there, mission failed. Try to join the Swedish Special Operations Group here on VATSIM. That'd be awesome. They're fun. They really are. They allow you to do a lot more on VATSIM than you're allowed to otherwise. But yeah, I really wish, but then where I'm at today, although there's some things about today that still are troublesome, but I wouldn't trade it one bit. So, but you know, don't let one setback of check rides or in-course check rides if you're in schools. Back then it was called Part 141. That's why if I start flying again, I want to go back through ground school because I don't remember all the parts. So, like Part 95, I can't 60 something. And then we were Part 141 training, accelerated. So, and there's good and bad with them all. So the bad, if you're not in 141, it takes longer. But then that can be a good thing. You get more proficient. The bad, for 141, you go so fast, maybe you don't comprehend it all. But the good thing is you get there quicker. So, but today it doesn't matter in the U.S. You got to have 1,500 hours to join an airline. So, and I'm talking a regional, not the big boys. So, and that's complement of a crash up in Buffalo several years ago. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Oh, we're gonna tell me we're not gonna swing back in. No, we're not. Okay, we're about to swing a little further to the left, and that'll keep us out of Albuquerque on the south end. However, gets us a little closer to where all that white stuff is here in the U.S. falling. And told a great story that happened to me in Houston as a truck driver. I'm going to tell you, that day they only got maybe 1/4 of an inch of snow. If they got an inch, it would have been in, spots. Oh my God, the mayhem that caused in Houston. If what I'm hearing on the TV is true to what they're getting, 8 times that amount is falling or fallen. I can't imagine what that city is like. 1/4 of an inch to an inch, whatever it was that day, shut that city down. They don't have the snow removal there in Houston. Dallas, a little bit more, but overall the state's motto in snow removal is God laid it on the earth, God will take it back. And that's not just Texas. That kind of spreads from what I've witnessed as a truck driver. And that city was shut. I mean, like I said, 15, 30 minutes at the most from when I started seeing the snow in Houston till I got into the truck stop back then. 700 accidents had occurred. And they don't know how to drive on it. And as I said earlier, they also don't know how to drive on dry roads. But it was just incredible. Like I said, I can't imagine what they're going through right now. And that's just going to roll up the East Coast. Like I said, I'll bet you it becomes a nor'easter and just dumps on Washington, New York, Boston, all of that area. And again, another funny story with this snow. The famed hurricane hunters that we're used to in the late summer, fall time frame, they were up flying on it. Now, I do know they do a lot of winter fly into different areas of the world, countries, usually the Northwest, but and I don't know what kind of research they're working with, but they were actually flying on this storm over Texas. It's in Louisiana heading for Alabama, Georgia. And wow, what a storm. So anyway, I'm going to kind of go quiet here for a little bit and let you all enjoy the sounds of a King Air, the PT6 engines, and enjoy your evening. And some of you are wrapping up, some of us were wishing we were. But I hope you all enjoy and have a great day. But we'll be here. I was enjoying your story. Kaharia says, well, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. But anyway, we're going to just cruise on. We got about 45 or so minutes to Laughlin. And we're going to set the GPSs up here in a moment for the arrival. But I think I'm going to, since we're clear skies and forecasted clear skies, I'm really thinking about an overhead where, if you've ever been in watched military aircraft, they come in and they break. Mainly fighters do this because they come in at or around 250 knots, maybe higher, and in the break they're slowing down for spacing when they fly 2, 3, or 4, even a solo. It just to help slow down, space the traffic for them to land. Not to say fighters can come in 2 by 2, but they can't. Depending on runways, 2 is about as much as you're gonna see, unless you're like the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels, and then they might come in. Never mind. So, but we're gonna try to do an overhead and fly into pattern, hopefully, and get a couple touch and goes in. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to register this with Sim Air Force. It said somehow I started the sim as an admin. I don't think I did, but who knows? I'm not a huge fan right now of Smart Cars 3. So but when it's the ICAR system to deal with, gotta deal with it. So enjoy the rest of the flight. Like I said, in a few minutes we'll be setting up the GPS to get us lined up, and then we'll take over from there. Yeah, I know, and it sounds like a swarm of mosquitoes out there, mosquitoes, getting ready to sting. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. Be right back. All right, we're back with you. Let's see, 70. Wow. Amazing when this computer's on, how warm my office gets. Not opening a window today. Just a bit too cold. All right. Well, let's get in here and see what we need to plan. Let's first take a little bit. We do actually have an arrival. That's our departure. All right, and that's not where we are. Let's find where we are first. So you can see what I was talking about, how we skirt Albuquerque here, and then heading over towards, we're in Fort Worth if they come up, and then Houston's. Now, let me take a look here. So, oh wait, not them. So here's the airport we're headed to. Over here on the left, you'll see the winds. So we're going to be coming around. Now, what the heck? What runway did we plan for? 31 center. That is the longest. Okay. Not sure why we didn't get the wee box put down there, but we just did. Okay, so there's Junction. And you know what I did not check? It's 1,082 feet above sea level. Reason being are these initials. Okay, so 6,000 at Zamgo. Okay. All right, let's take a look over here. All right, so we're all the way in. The only thing we're going to need to do is work our way around and land towards the northwest. I'm actually just going to leave it. And 12 miles. Yeah, we'll just fly 12 miles around and come in on the 14.4 VOR channel 91, those of you that enjoy the ability to use TACAN. All right, pretty simple, and then it's just visual approaches. All right, just got someone overflying us right now. Check that here in a second. Who is that way up there? JetBlue. Going to San Jose del Cabo from JFK. Hey, Monkey Man Live, welcome aboard. Going well. Hope your day is also well. We're en route to Laughlin Air Force Base in Del Rio, Texas. Welcome aboard. And those out there interested in flying a special ops group, Sim Air Force, we are looking for pilots. I've actually been associated with this group a very long time, pushing 20 years. Yeah, I've been here quite a while. A lot of changes have occurred, but it's really a good thing. We use Smart Cars 3, but you still need to do the basic kind of training. We're allowed to fly where we take care of our separation inside the MOAs, restricted areas, especially if we're air refueling. Formation flying out here, you know, if two of us want to go somewhere, we'll be in formation. Now, how that looks today versus when I start, I've actually never tried, so I'm kind of curious. I may head up with someone to see how we look in formation today. Used to have to use secondary programs to take it from a mile separation to where we're right on, you know, right where we should be. But really, if you're into the military flying, and it has to be on VATSIM, otherwise, why? Is my question. If you're gonna fly these kinds of missions, why would you just do it by yourself offline? You got to be on VATSIM, and this is how VATSIM knows you've been shown what is the requirements. So check us out, icrew.simairforce.com, icrew.simairforce.com, and we'd love to look, you know, see y'all, have you up here. We do weekly events right now. For some reason, I'm not showing on ACARS. I don't know why, and I'm hoping I'll be able to file a manual. This new Smart Cars 3 makes things a little different than what we're accustomed to, and so we'll see how easy it is. If not, darn the luck, I'll just have to fly again. Oh, you know, I hate when I have to do that. So, but welcome aboard. We're now standing at about 30 minutes out of our destination airport, and we'll be coming down here soon. And again, just to give you a heads up, the idea we're planning to try, barring any approach or anything telling us otherwise, we're going to try, we're going to fly an overhead approach for 3-1, one of the 3-1s. And basically what that means, we come in 200, well, we won't be at, well, we shouldn't be at 250. Never know. We're going to come in about midfield. We're going to brake left. Actually, we'll probably brake right. Try to stay away from the border as much as possible. And swing it into a downwind, just like you would a pattern, all the while slowing down. So that when we, by the time what we call the perch, which would look, if we were in the left pattern, we'd be able to look out and we'd see the end of the runway there, and we'd know then to turn in. Gear flaps and line up. The hard part with this approach, you fly, we'll say we're at 220. I'm not certain what we'll be at when we level off. So when you make the brake and start slowing to put your flaps in your gear, you're going to have to turn tighter because you're going to be in, or you fly your standard turn and realize you're going to be further out and you'll have to dog leg in off the base leg. So it normally used for fighters, but transports, it's basically a spacing maneuver. You're in tight, you're peeling away, but you're peeling away in 4-second intervals to space out for the runway. So that way you're not on top of each other, and slowing and preparing the plane for landing. Obviously a VFR technique. You're not going to do this in the clouds. You will have spaced out on the approach to get roughly that same 4-second, 5-second interval, whatever approach and tower are comfortable with. So anyway, it's a fun approach. I love doing them. When I did them in C-130s here with Sim Air Force it would have been several years ago. That aircraft from Captain Sim I really liked. And you could do teardrops. I mean, every type of approach. The one for X-plane is just, I don't know what it is about that plane that makes it so hard. And it really shouldn't. The C-130 is like this plane, not that hard to fly. All right, let me get an idea where I am. Now, one thing I haven't done, the nice thing about X-plane that I like, all the aircraft come, most of them, default come with a cabin. Now, it may not be the greatest looking like this, but some of them are. The Citation 10 is one of those. Wow, what a cabin. And overall aircraft. You don't find that normally with default aircraft. All the makers ever worry about is that wall forward. Anything behind it, yeah, right. Unless you're in a Cessna. So that and the slow wind up of the props, that's just stuff you never saw. I mean, prior to 2020, and I'm not talking micro, I'm talking year 2020 back, everything just spun up. It was just so unreal, and I really like that realism. Now, whether it happens in the other sims, hey, great. That was something I really loved. And so, all right, we're 25 minutes out. Now we need to be at WeBox. Oh, we're fine. Actually, we could go direct. We'll just go on to Junction. So we stand at about 25-30 minutes out. Hope y'all are ready. If not, grab a beverage and a snack, because we're about to have some fun when we get here. Comes in with chocolate, Kaharia says. All right, we're currently about 71 miles out, and we're doing about 260, so we're cooking along here for a turboprop. We're doing pretty good. At Junction, we turn in and we'll start our descent. And that'll be down to 14,000, then 6,000. All right, just getting radio set. And what's our tower frequency? Not on this chart. 125.2. All right. Well, you're most welcome there, Bad Attitude. I appreciate the help you give, and I appreciate the information you give out when you're over here. We sure appreciate it. So glad you'll enjoy it for a month. All right, there's JCT, and that is Junction VOR. And we'll start the Weebach from there. Okay, so got about 30 miles. How far was that again? All right, we'll get established on this route and work our way towards Laughlin from here. Yeah, you can start seeing the signs of that winter, oh my God, storm. Can't even imagine the havoc that is causing with the airlines. Finishing the crossing of the North Atlantic. Oh, wow. But that's not unheard of, folks. 737s do cross it, albeit probably with 50, not very many people on board. I think the last time I looked, and it was several years ago, there was one out of Switzerland that
Pensacola, Florida.
ooh, I'm starting to see some of the wife just brought in some.
Girl I went to high school with.
Wow.
3 to 4 inches.
Pensacola, Florida, 3 to 4 inches. All right, folks, we are, wow, 3 to 4 inches right now in Pensacola, and it is still snowing. Oh, yeah, it's going to be some pretty hefty snow numbers. I know about 4, 5, 6 years ago when I was working as a customer service rep, the same area got walloped. I think Jacksonville had 3 to 4 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, the companies that help move service members there, the stories they were telling us there, it was, I'm sure, going to be equal to if the storm isn't worse. But wow. Definitely places that are definitely not used to it. And I even heard Houston International was closed for a time last night, yesterday. I don't know exactly the breakdown, but yeah, yesterday or last night, Houston International closed. Like I said, it's a lot of snow in regions that, while they have some equipment, just not really the amount they need to clear runways, keep them clear. But yeah, it's amazing what this storm, I don't even remember the name, why we name them. I have no, how ridiculous to name a winter storm. Some would even say a hurricane, but at least that makes a little more sense. Not a snowstorm. All right, we're 11 miles out. Dottie. It's in the Echo name, and I'll look it up eventually here. I'm going to get this plane turning. Let's go direct Weebach. Cut off the corner just a little. Oh, yeah, they definitely got out of the use of the storm of the century. Now CNN is calling it once in a generation. Enzo, ENZO. Oh, man. For some, it might be another generation. You taught someone? Awesome. Oh, that's right. Armageddon. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Yeah. It's actually called Snowmageddon. We'll send it your way. Enzo, you like the Muppets, except that was Gonzo. But yeah, very close to it. But yeah, this is... They always crack me up, the make money off of it if it doesn't have a name on it. That's him. Wait a minute, no, that's Animal. Gonzo had the long nose. But yeah, Animal. I like him too. I won't be cruel and have you watch or Google it because it'll stick in your head. But there was a hilarious video that came out with Animal, Mana, and oh my gosh, was it? I died laughing watching it. And then to see the spin-off videos, oh man. But then the song stuck with me for quite a while. Still has. But yeah. I love the Muppets. That was such a great show. The two old guys up in the press box or the the booth. Oh wait, I'm now one of those. But anyway, but yeah, the 530 here in X-Plane. I prefer this over the little one down here, the 430. Just one, more visibility, a little bit more options and a little bit more information. But I know there's another, not a default, you have to pay for it. $750 or something like that from Garmin or something like that. That one's really nice. I don't think I've seen Enzo on Sesame Street. I'm sure I'll see it here soon with one of these grandkids. Right now we're in the Bluey and Miss Rachel phase here in the U.S. Well, Bluey is Australia. The G1000, their bad attitude, I have a lot of troubles with. I'm gonna one day sit down and just learn it and see if I can't, because I know there's some great aircraft out here based off of it, and it just doesn't seem to ever want to play nice with me. All right, we are now headed to, I'll let you know. Yeah, and oh, you know it inside and out. Not only do you dispatch, but you train G1000. That's pretty cool. Little side job, huh? Actually, the aircraft you would have been dispatching probably will be switching to that soon. All right, we're going to start the descent. 14,000. Okay. Now, this aircraft's actually pretty easy in. All you got to do, I got to find it. Hang on. Dadgummit. Oh, there it is. It's hard to read sometimes. Sorry for the bouncing around. You'll understand here in a second. All right. So descent, click. It's going to start the descent. And when you get to where you want to be, push VS. And of course, you're going to have to pull the throttles back. But let it get closer to that barber pole. Barber pole being the red and white barber pole. Very nice. Love hearing that. Good luck to you there. Good luck. All right, we'll just hang there as we descend at about 1,500 feet a minute. Let me just see how that's going to work out. 10 plus 24 miles. I think we should be able to make 14 or be above it. Let's be real. All I got to do at Pavey is be above. All right, so we're descending. Here's Weebox above 14,000 at Pavey. Zamgo at 6,000. So we'll see how this works out. But I caught a video on YouTube, real world C-90 pilots, and they talk, now they were air ambulance, so they're gonna push it a little bit, not push it beyond regs, but they're gonna, what looks like push it. And they said we would descend at the barber pole, just below it. And I mean, I could make this do it, and the goal is that, you know, they got to get the patient where they got to be, or they got to be where the patient is. So, really was an interesting video to learn. Speaking of learning, we need to be oh, good Lord, higher pressure here. Holy mackerel. All right, we're descending. Okay, and there we go for landing. All right. So the overhead arrival, we're not going to be pulling the throttles back. So we're going to come in, we're going to fly roughly 12 miles out. Hang on. Let me do this right. Okay, we're 47 miles out of DLF. So we're going to try to stay 12 miles, I believe is what Wazad is. And we're going to come around at this, whatever speed, we end up at 6,000. Drop down to pattern altitude 12. Let's see, it's 1,000. So 2,200. And then make our brake most likely to the right. But again, a little steeper because as we slow the aircraft, we're going to need to be in a pretty decent pattern. Otherwise, you could drift outside the 5 miles, especially the heavier the aircraft. Okay, there's 18. 3061. All right, there we go. Now, I really wish this HSI here was over here with the knobs here instead of down below. Oh well. We'll make it work, though. All right, so we're inbound. Pavi will definitely be above 14,000. Actually, we're going to kick it down a little bit. Holy crap, what happened? Oh boy. All right, we're starting to get that same issue. Hang on. Well, all right. Well, we're going to have to hand fly this thing, it looks like. Okay, looking for the Air Force Base. I have a feeling this big patch over here is it. Okay, now this is where I'm going to enter and try and keep us within about 11, 12 miles. Okay, I've got the airfield in sight. Laughlin traffic, reach 18 inbound 31 center overhead for a full stop. Changed my mind. Think I'm just gonna All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. And Laughlin Air Force Base traffic, reach 18 in the break for 31 center. Laughlin traffic, Sim Air Force reach 18, base 31, we're gonna switch 31 left. Bit harder than I wanted, but still made it. Okay, let's get these lights off. And Laughlin traffic, reach 18's clear, 31 left to the ramp. Hope you all enjoyed. That was a fun flight. Horrible landing, but still better than what I've been known to do here. Base ops. Where's base ops? Where's the control tower? Right by the control tower. Okay. Now, what you would see here normally, T6s. T38s maybe. Yeah, no, they still would have T38s. So the advanced trainer hasn't been commissioned yet. And the cool thing is, according to the chart, they'd be undercover right now. I think we'll just park right here. Actually, let's go up one more. All right, welcome in. All right, let's get those pitot heats off. Okay. All right, let's feather the props. I really hate X-planes sometimes for this. All right. Other than that, folks, we are here. Now, let's take a look here. I already know we were like 500 something feet a minute. All right, and that's a wrap. Let me open up that door, and the first officer has arrived on the deck just in time to greet our people away. All right, let's take a look at it on the outside. Okay, let's go through it since we weren't online because for some reason it says I was started it as an admin, and I swear I don't, but sometimes it says that. Huh. Okay, it didn't even record over here. Wow. Hopefully, Sim Toolkit got something on it. 514 feet a minute. All right. Hang on. Let's, where the heck am I? There we go. Again, that big green blob, that's the big storm we've been talking about. There's us right there. Not a bad pattern. It could have been better, but overall, not a bad one. Complete. Excuse me. Ugh. All right, so here's our great flight. Little wiggles here. Let's view some details. Now, this is what most of you see in Volanta. With Sim Toolkit, we can actually dig deeper. Now, the cool thing is, albeit 3Gs, 514, that's not great. 70 knots, though, I'm kind of happy with that speed. So, we're getting better with this plane. Just needs a lot more practice. We landed 900 feet down the runway. Shows you where we landed just before the land, so that's good. 12 feet off the center line. In a plane this small, that's not a big deal. But here's what you don't get. Besides this beautiful map telling you where you landed, where the legal landings, where you can start to land is, where you touch down, and then giving not only the numbers, but the rest of your information, which I think is pretty good. And of course, you can get in and rewind the flight and all of that to even get a better look. So really a good flight. I want to say thank you to you all for being here today. Tomorrow, again, a bit of a delayed maybe start. I say maybe because we have another appointment to do, and just don't want to push it, give you this, I'm going to be here at this time. And I know I blow that all the time, but I don't want to officially blow it. I mean, if I miss it, I miss it. But Monkey Man, thank you so much. This plane is added to my buy list. Well, if you have X-Plane 12 or X-Plane 11, guess what? You already have it. All right, but tomorrow, Phoenix to an airport. It's been a long time since I've been. John Wayne. Look in the general aviation. You'll see the C90. It's one of the paint schemes. It is default to X-Plane 11 and 12. Makes it even a much better. Like I said, I probably should fly this plane a whole lot more. No, this is not the airfoil. Airfoil, I think, is the King Air 350. This is the C90. But anyway, that's what's on tap for tomorrow. So, but again, maybe a delayed start. Not 100% sure. We'll see when we get back from the appointment what we have going. But a short flight, Phoenix over to John Wayne. Little different approach in the LA area because you got to stay away from the LAX, the almighty LAX airport. Rightly so. They're tracking them in 50 miles away from the airport. Just kidding. Actually, that actually may be pretty close to true. But John Wayne, you're going to be doing some turns. So for now, I hope y'all have had a great time. I have. I want to thank you all for being here. I hope those that I gifted subs to enjoy them. Ad-free viewing and such. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great night. Stay safe down south. Stay warm up north here. Ooh, is it cold? We are at a whopping 7 degrees. Woo! Heat wave. No. So enjoy the night. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow.